Welcome to Tabletop Baseball. I am your host, Tenacious Earl, and I am going to bring Game 3 of the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Toronto Blue Jays to you right now. Really appreciate all the feedback we get on the channel here, whatever it may be, but we're just going to keep doing games here, whether we get thumbs up, thumbs down. I saw a comment earlier from one of our loyal viewers, Dave S. Dave, I appreciate your feedback. But we're going to keep doing videos here, whether we are getting the thumbs up, the thumbs down, no thumbs, whatever. Johnny No Thumbs, you know, the whole... anyway. Whatever it may be, we'll be here for you. So, hi, John. So, so it's going to be the Pirates. They are 8-3, off to a kicking start to the season. Blue Jays 6-5, so not too far off of their pace in 2016, but still seeming to be a little under the bar at the moment. Well, Brent, thank you for that. It'll be Garrett Cole pitching for Pittsburgh against Jay Happ for the Blue Jays. I want to warn you, I'm not going to have much statistical data here because, I could go with, at least with the pitchers, but I haven't updated my sheets here for the last day, but I wanted to get a game in since this is sort of like the last day of my vacation. Well, not sort of, it is. I do have the weekend, but so I wanted to get another game in here before all was said and done. And my last two videos have been chopped up into two. I'm not real thrilled about that, but you know, them's the breaks, and you know, I can guarantee you I am as if not more irritated by the fact that I had to do it that way than you are. So just understand that. Okay, so I'm going to just try doing a little tilt to this and see if maybe that helps a little bit for whatever reason. I don't know if it will or not, but the tilt and then zoom just a little bit. Okay, so for the Pirates going up against the lefty Jay Happ, Josh Harrison gets the day off. Francisco Cervelli also does, being a day game after a night game. So, and let me just double check here. Yeah. The roll gave me an average day here at Rogers Center. So 7s on the singles, 10s on the home runs from both sides. And let me think, what was the other position? Left field. Starling Marte does get a chance to start. So, but it'll be Joyce in right field leading off. New leadoff guy since. Subscribe if Aaron. Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's why. Maybe I was poo-pooing Aaron Judge. I don't know. Maybe that's why I got some negative comments. Heaven forbid that someone have an opinion about somebody, but good on him. I hope he has a long, illustrious career, just as Mike Mussina did. And I don't think he ever won a World Series, but anyway. Matt Joyce in right, Sean Rodriguez at second base, Starling Marte in left, Andrew McCutchen in center, David Freese third base, Jason Rogers first, Chris Stewart catching, Jordy Mercer shortstop, and Garrett Cole pitching. And they'll face Jay Happ. And that is going to be a line out to second. Wait, yes, line out to second to start the game. Got to remember the old lefty on the mound here. And that's 1 out. I mean, no harm to the Yankees. Not that they really need anybody meaning any harm to them to begin with, because they've already got like 20-some-odd championships, including probably 6 in the last 20 years. So I don't know how many, but if someone's going to be crying about me having an opinion, then that's fine. That is going to be a single. Hi, Manny. So the Happ Tolley combo, pitching catching, the battery is going to give a neutral 0. So Rodriguez, they're going to hold him. I got to stand up. Starling Marte. There's a 310. Ballpark single chance. And that is going to be 1-7. 15 means that'll be a line out to Darwin Barney, and that's the second out. Troy Tulowitzki still injured. He's got 2 more games to heal up. So, no, I have not. Andrew McCutcheon. Against a righty, 5-8, ground ball to short. And he'll just throw to first. Make it a little harder, but has a little more time to make the play. 2 down, especially since... Hi, Tribe fan. So no score. Bottom of the first. Blue Jays at bat. It'll be Ezekiel Carrera leading off in left. Also, so Tulowitzki and Saunders are both still on the shelf. Gavin Floyd also is, if you recall. That was an early injury. He'll be off the DL after this game, so we'll see him back. So might try to get Arnold Leone and Franklin Morales an inning each, so that we kind of get them off the plate, because Floyd will come back and eat some innings. But so because Tulowitzki and Saunders are both injured, we've got Carrera in left, we got Donaldson at third, Pilar center. A little different lineup, trying to shake things up a bit, try to get some offense going. Encarnacion at first, Barney at short, Bautista in right, Tolle in center, Ryan Goins at second. Like I have said in previous videos, Goins was the preferred second baseman early in the season for the Blue Jays, so I'm sticking with him. And Jay Happ pitching. And they're up against Garrett Cole on the mound, the righty. And that's his hitting card and not his pitching card. Where did his hitting card go? I bet you it is in the deck. How about that? That would be fun. Good thing they didn't hit around, eh? Maybe I would have figured it out. Maybe not. Alright. Carrera against Cole. Against the lefty, 6'9". Well, he's going to get on via walk. Garrett Cole and Chris Stewart, your battery, and they are not good against stolen base threats. So it's going to be a +5 for Toronto. And no hit and run opportunity, but they could definitely try to steal. +5 and then -2 for being held on. If he can get a 2-6 or an 11, he would be a 1-18 chance. So let's roll for a stolen base. It's a 7, so he will not get the lead. We'll keep that in mind, though, because even without a lead, he'd be 1-13, and it might be worth it if they get an out or 2. Josh Donaldson, 410 against a right-hander. Catcher X. My eyes are doing some wonky things today, so bear with me if I'm a little slow. It's partly because I have my fan on. It would be extremely hot in this room if I did not have a fan on. Now, it was 410. That's catcher X. And the catcher is Chris Stewart, as I said before. 3E6. 3 and a 7 means a potential passed ball, and the 10 on the E6, no error. So I just have to check for passed ball based off of the pitcher's wild pitch number, which is a 1-9. It's a 3, so there will be a passed ball, and Carrera will get to second on that. So no need to even try to steal, really. So it'll be Donaldson continuing his at bat. And a 3-8. And it's a ground ball to third. Runner will have to stay put. And that's 1 down. Kevin Pilar. 2 on the D20. We check for passed ball off of Chris Stewart. And is that right? He's a 1-9? No, he is a 6. Why did I write 9? Let me double check this too. Yeah. Alright, so he's a 1-6 passed ball guy from his own stats. So let's see if he lets another one by. No, he does not. 10. So we keep going. Pilar, runner at second. 2-8. And that's a single, and that's going to score a run. So Kevin Pilar with the timely hit. And that gives the Blue Jays a 1-0 lead. And that'll bring up Edwin Encarnacion. Pilar, a potential base threat, stealing threat. Yes, it did. Well, we had one earlier that did not help one of the teams. I'm not going to reveal it, but there are a couple that have been going against a particular team. Tempted to try hitting and running here, but with one out, it kind of sucks to hit and run. Let's tell you what. Let's see if Pilar can get a lead and see if we can send him. That would be a 1-19 chance, almost guaranteed. But a 9, he doesn't get the lead. So we will re-roll for Edwin Encarnacion. Could be a double play ball here if things don't roll right. 3-6. That's a walk, so Garrett Cole with some early problems going his way, and it's going to be Darwin Barney. Still one out. Double play still in order. They're playing, obviously, infield normal. And a 1-7. And there you go. That'll be a ground ball to the pitcher. He's going to wing it back to Sean Rodriguez at second, then over to Jason Rogers at first, and that will be it for the inning. They do get one run, but that's all they can muster, and we'll go to the second, 1-0 lead. See if J.A. Happ can make the run stick, or if maybe the Blue Jays will be able to actually put some offense together. David Freese leading off here, top of the second, 6'9". Against a right-hander, 1-10 home run, normal power for Freese. Obviously, he's a power hitter. 6'9", will they tie it? 1-10. My eyes are still giving me fits. 1-10. It's a 15, so that'll be a double for Freese. And the Pirates are in business. Rogers not much of a bunting threat, and I don't think you really want to with him, but let's see, maybe they'll get another one off of the pitcher's card. The righty, 3-5, and he draws a walk. Please, Mr. Postman. I'm not sure if that's how that song goes, but that's all I can think of. Chris Stewart. John has some strat coming, which is good. He's just waiting for the guy to show up, or gal, with his precious cargo. 1-5, and another walk. J. Happ letting some wild ones throw here. And the bases are loaded, nobody out. Jordy Mercer up. So they are going to be playing with, what they'll do is they'll play with the corners in here. Corners in, they want to turn 2, and if it goes to the shortstop, and they'd like to take it home if they can get it to one of the corner infielders here. 2-5. But 2-5, and this is the way it's been going for the Pirates. That is a double smoked into the gap. And that's going to score at least 2. It's only going to score 2 because Chris Stewart is a tank running around the base paths. So 2-1 now, Pittsburgh on top. They just keep getting the breaks. And that's going to bring up Garrett Cole, first and third, or second and third. Still nobody out. And they're going to let Cole swing away. And the white die there gets caught up in the fracas. And 6-10 against a righty. Fly ball to center field X. See if this brings home Stewart. Center fielder is Pilar. 1E7. 1 and a 4. That may be deep enough. That's an F2. And a 13 on the E7. No error. But the F2 is going to be it's going to be a sac fly for Garrett Cole. 3-1 Pittsburgh. Mercer will stay at second. That is the first out. Matt Joyce against a lefty, a 6-7, a ground ball to second base. That is Goins, 1E15. And a 16 and then 12. 12 on E15 is the only thing that needs to be checked. That'll be a 4-3 putout. Mercer's able to advance to third, and it brings up Sean Rodriguez now. Base hit will score that run. And it's a 4-10 against a right-hander, and he strikes out. So Happ finally takes care of this half inning. But they're going to get 3 runs, and Pittsburgh's stroke of luck here has continued. It is 3-1. And the Jays need to press on here against Garrett Cole. Bottom of the second. And that's a 5-8. Against a right-hander, that's a fly ball to center. And that's the first out as Andrew McCutcheon grabs it. Josh Tolley. Against a left-hander, that's a 4-4. Ground ball to third base. Freeze 4E19. And that's a great break for them. That should be an out. I'm going to double check the 8 on the E19 at third. He barely makes the play, but he does make it. That's 2 outs. Ryan Goins. (3-3). That's a fly ball to right. 1-2-3 for Cole. It's amazing what a little hit around, you know, a couple base hits, a couple runs, how that can just put the old confidence right into a pitcher. So here's Starling Marte going to lead off the third with a 3-1 lead. And it's a 111 ballpark single. I think he already had a ballpark single that got lined out. 1-7. And another line out to short. First out. 2 different rolls, but the same outcome. Andrew McCutcheon. 1-8, and he'll draw a walk. Boy, just missed some much more devastating opportunities there. David Freese. McCutcheon probably not thinking about stealing here. And with 1 out, no real sense in doing the old hit and run. 1-8. Another walk. So first and second and 1 out, and that's the 4th walk issued by Happ. Brings up Jason Rogers. Let's see. I want to try hitting and running here. 5-0. So they're holding them on. So that makes it a 1. If he swings through it, then they're out. But this could end up being another walk, I suppose. So here's Rogers, and that's a 4-10 against a righty. We already saw that one. That's a strikeout. So that's the second out. I believe, since they're holding them on, that would have been a B hit and run. If we had gone hit and run there, the strikeout with a B becomes a ground ball to first, and everybody moves up, which would have been a little better than strikeout. But in this case, we go to Chris Stewart with 2 outs. He drew a walk his first time up, and that's a 2-5. And a 2-5, it has been magical for the Pirates thus far, and they're getting more magic. 1 to 2 is a double. That'll be a single. With 2 base advance, Stewart's going to get an RBI as McCutchen easily makes it home. Freeze will end up at third. 4-1. You have to figure that the luck's going to run out for the Pirates eventually, but until then, I guess you just got to watch in amazement. Jordy Mercer. Let me just double check. Yeah, there was no horseshoe. 5-7 against a right-hander. 1 to 5 would be a single, and another run would come in. What are the chances you're going to get a 1 to 5 here? Yeah, 25% is the correct answer, but in this case, and let me correct that. That's a line out to Goins, and that will end it. Another run. Pirates just can't seem to do anything wrong. Not that I'm not necessarily complaining about it, it's just a little bit on the unexpected side. Now maybe they'll get some injuries and then they have to rely on some guys that aren't so good. But so here's Hat. Going to lead off, and that's a 3-9, and that's going to be a strikeout. Ezekiel Carrera drew a walk in his first appearance, but he's going to strike out this time for the second out. Second strikeout in a row, and second of the game for Cole. And here, Donaldson 3-7, ground ball to short. And we're through 3, and the Blue Jays are just scuffling along here. So I think the Pirates, I mean, they're definitely looking to sweep this series. I'm trying to remember if anybody has taken 2 from them. I don't have that information right in front of me. It's going to be Garrett Cole leading off here against Hat. Righty, 4-11. That's a fly ball to right. So with 1 out, it'll be Matt Joyce. 4-6. This time against the lefty, and he's going to draw a walk. Sean Rodriguez. 3-6. Strikes him out. And that's going to bring up Starling Marte. And against a righty, a 5-10. Another ballpark single chance. Now the odds should work out. He should get this one. 1 to 7. That is 35% chance, and he's went 0 for 2. So this would be the third one. And it's leaning. Seriously, it is leaning. If I pull this to the center, you will see it is like right on its tip. Somehow that infuriates the heck out of me. I hate it when this happens, because it's like, I just want to do one roll. And why do you got to do that? And it's a 5. I don't know if it would have been, it just feels so wrong. But by the numbers, that's what it should have been. It should have been in that range, but I'm not so sure it wouldn't have been something else. The first and second, 2 down. I feel like maybe I should put institute a rule that says, because it seems like pitchers have been having a rough time. If any die ends up leaning, the pitcher gets to choose which column it lands in. The pitching team. So McCutcheon with two down. Yeah, I got to roll the D20 on the sheet. You're right. McCutcheon. And see, even there it's leaning. There. Jerk. 5-7 against a righty. And that's that 1 to 5 single. Otherwise, it's a line out. That's an 8. Line out the second baseman. And that will end the inning. So they finally put a 0 up there. It seems like it's been a year since... It was the first inning, but it seems like it's been a year since the Pirates have scored no runs in an inning. No offense, Pirates fans, but... Well, I have been rolling everything on the sheet, but then you start getting them all over the place, and it's nice to keep them locked up nice tight in a box. So Garrett Cole facing Pilar, bottom of the 4th, 4-1 Pirates, and against a righty, a 4 and a 5, ground ball to short. Cole's card is working well for him today. Encarnacion against a righty, a 5-2, and he strikes him out. And Darwin Barney, 3-7, and he gets a 2-out single. Brings up Jose Bautista. Part of the reason I set the lineup that way is hoping that Barney could pick up a single or something like that and bring up Bautista, who's got some power, but granted, his power numbers weren't so good last year. 22, not bad, but... So here's Bautista. It's a 2-9, and he strikes out, so much for that strategy. Sometimes the dice just are not going to go your way. All right, we're going to the 5th. Both starters are good till the 6th. And we're going to end up having to decide whether to keep Happ in there after this inning because they may need the offense. David Freese against a righty, a 6-7, ground ball to second. And that is Goins, 1E15. Uh, 1E15. And, yeah, that's not a problem all around. Jason Rogers. Keep wanting to swing to that. That's going to be a walk. Rogers does not get many plate appearances, so that card looks a little skewed, but he's going to draw some walks. Al, Red Sox fan, going with Pure Sim Baseball there. Someone was asking me about, was it about Pure Sim? It might have been. Chris Stewart. And that is leaning. Gonna roll it again. Oh, there's a 1, so we got to check the wild pitch, 1-3. It's an 11. 5-11 against a righty. It's a ground ball to first, and it's going to be the 3-6-1. Happ covers it. I got to check this. This is actually kind of funny. And not to make any kinds of, not to be, there's no malice meant by this, but it kind of makes me wonder. It's the bottom of the 5th. It's 4-1. That's pretty funny that I get asked a question about Pure Sim and then someone goes live with a video about Pure Sim. It's almost like, that's got to be the biggest coincidence I've ever seen in the world. So Josh Tolley So if you want to watch Pure Sim, there you go. Abandon my channel. No problem. I understand. 5-5 against a lefty, and it's a ground ball to short. Shortstop is Mercer, 3E10. And 3 and a 7, he's going to get to the E10. He's going to make the play. So 1 out. Ryan Goins. A lot of things go through my head, but anyway. 2-6. Strikes him out. Boy, it could have been 2-5. Might have been another story, but well, with 2 outs and Hap settling in, prefer not to use up their bullpen too quickly. Here's Hap going to hit in a 3-8 strikeout. End of inning. All right, so top of the 6th, it is 4-1 Pittsburgh. Hap back out there facing Mercer, and then Cole. 5-3 against a right-hander. Ground ball back to Hap. He's a 2E0. Barring a 1 or a 2, he should be in good shape. It's a 3. Let's double check. I think it's a 1 and a 2 for a 2 pitcher. It is. It's a G3. Boy, they get lucky on that one. And he makes the play. Brings up Garrett Cole. .67 against a righty. And it's a ground ball to second. Goins, a 1E15. Again, we've had him 2 or 3 times here now. But, oh, and the 1, I'll tell you what, the 1E15, a 1 and a 1, they catch a break there. That's going to be a G3. With nobody on base, it doesn't really matter. The G is G. 12 with an E. Yeah, I know, Bob. That's exactly right. E15 and a 12 at second base makes the play. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Garrett Cole, he only hit 1 home run, but you know, they're going to make sure that eventually you're going to get that home run. So, and he does have normal, he must have gotten it against a lefty because he has normal power against lefties. So, and that's where his home runs reside, on the card. I guess it's not, that's not exactly brain surgery thinking through that one, I guess. Matt Joyce, 5'8", lefty, strikes him out. And Hap has not become weak, so the dot is not a problem. And that will probably be it for Hap. They're going to go and get Leon warming up. Like I said, we're going to try to use him and Morales here today. Try to get them all squared up. And seeing that it's where they're behind. Let's see. Well, let's see what happens here. Carrera might be able to bring them back, start something here. But a 3-11 is going to be a ground ball to first. And Jason Rogers figures out how to get to the bag. He must have been playing right on the bag in order to get that out unassisted. But Josh Donaldson against a righty, 5'6", fly ball to left. What was Cole's ERA? 3.88. Well, I guess that's a... We're going at a 3.88 clip here. Kevin Pillar. 2.5. There's a single. Single to lead up to Encarnacion. Maybe Edwin can put a charge into one here and make it closer. 2 outs, runner at first. Let's see if Pillar can get a lead here. It's a 10. He needed a 12 or a 2 through 6, so he doesn't get the lead. And they're not going to take the bat out of Encarnacion's hand. So 2 on the D20 means that we check for a balk. 1 to 3 14, no balk. But Encarnacion gets a reprieve. That roll was going to be an out. So maybe he'll get in that 2 column with this one. 2 outs, runner at first. 6-5 against a righty. Well, that's, boy, maybe we should have tried to take second. There is a potential extra base hit here for Encarnacion. 1-13 is double. Gets the 19. That's a single, 2 stars. If Pilar had been at second, he would have scored. That's where taking the chances sometimes will benefit you, even if you don't get, even if you get thrown out, you might have gotten the out anyway. So Barney. So this is Cole's weakness inning. They are going to get their bullpen activated. They're going to get Archimedes Caminero up, and it's going to be Darwin Barney here, first and third against Cole. It's a 3-8 with a 1 on the D20. Well, actually, they catch a break on that one. That would have been an anti-clutch roll. Instead, we go for a potential wild pitch. They might score on the wild pitch. 1-9 rating for Cole, but it's a 19, so they have a tough time catching many breaks, these Blue Jays. So 2 outs, and it's a 3-4. That is a break. Oh my goodness, that is a huge break. 1-15 a home run, 16-20 a triple, and it is gone. Home run for Barney, and the game is tied. 3-run shot. Oh my goodness, just that is shocking. Keep complaining about the Blue Jays not getting any breaks. Well, that was the break. That was the break of a whole week, right? Man, they go from potentially having a line out on that anti-clutch roll to then maybe getting a wild pitch roll off that rating and not having it come true. But then they get the big dog of the home run and the split, and you get the roll. Of course, that roll was a 75% chance. All right, so Cole is tired, and they're going to have to go to their bullpen. Man, how quickly that changed. I thought Cole was good to go, and man, I thought, man, he's going to get 6 and then some maybe, but he goes 5 2/3, and it's going to be P2 Archimedes. Okay, so Caminero coming in. He's going to face Joey Bats. Nobody on, 2 out. And it's a 4-10 against a righty. Ballpark single, 1-7. 12. That'll be a line out to short. That will end the inning. But they tie it up. 3-run shot from Darwin Barney. Dude has 4 home runs in 2016. Right there is 1 big home run. That was worth 3 of them, really. And somehow, I guess I forgot to write down the 0, and then there's a 3. Double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So going to the 7th. And Hap is still. Oh, they were going to get Leone out. Oh, they're gonna keep him in there. If he can get through 1 inning, that would finish him off for. So that was 6 innings for Hap. So Rodriguez against Leone. Righty against righty. 6-7 against a right-hander. That's a double. That brings up Starling Marte. Leon needs some hitter's card rules. 5'11" against a right-hander. Ground ball to first, X. First base, Encarnacion, not responsible for the runner. 3E5. 19. And let's check first base. 5 with a 7. Makes the play. Runner will advance to third. So Andrew McCutcheon, they're going to bring the infield in here. Got to try and get that run at home. 2-5. 2-5 is a single. Oh my goodness. Somehow they always get the rolls. And granted, Leon is not a good pitcher here, but you know, that could have been a 2-6 or a... Oh, the 2-6 is probably going to be a problem. 2-4 would have been an out, and a runner had to hold. So 5-4 brings up David Freese against a righty. 1-4 ground ball to first. No play at second. They're just going to have to go 3-1 again. 2 outs. Jason Rogers. 2-8. You gotta be kidding me. Can't just catch a break there and catch the one roll that... All right, Chris Stewart. 2 outs. Really could use that one column. And they get it. 1-7. That's a fly ball to center. That'll end the inning. They do get 1 run. But trying to get through some guys that need to be used up. I'm probably going to save Franklin Morales unless we have a lefty-lefty matchup, which could use him for Matt Joyce. If he can get 1 out, he'll be done, really. So, Caminero. So the Blue Jays are going to get... Hold on a second here. I gotta make a slight adjustment here. Forgot to pull out Morales' card. So Morales and Chavez. Yeah, Chavez is available. They're going to have Morales up. Franklin Morales try to pitch to a lefty. And it'll be Josh Tolley against Caminero. Bottom of the 7th. 5-4. And I didn't need to roll the D20, but that's a 1-6. Strikes out. Toronto behind. Ryan Goins. 1-9, strikeout. Yeah, it was the 7th inning stretch. I forgot to serenade y'all. You're welcome that I didn't. And they're going to need a pinch hitter here. Against the righty, they will... They'll give Jimmy Paredes. His time is just about done here with the team, but they have some other guns that they might want to use later in the game. So, especially with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's Paredes. 1-4 would be a great gift for them, or something off of Caminero's left side. Here we go. 6-7. So he's a lefty. 6-7. It's a ground ball to second. Can one sneak past Sean Rodriguez? 3E8. Then it's going to be think the play will be made. Let's check the E8. E8 and a 13 makes the play. And that's why we used Paredes at that moment, because I'd like to use guys like Devin Travis and maybe Russell Martin, maybe Justin Smoke when they're guys, or when they need to get a guy into scoring position. So Caminero goes an inning and 2/3. Might as well just chalk those guys in there because it's going to be. And so it's going to be Mercer. They're going to bring in Jesse Chavez. Leon goes 1 inning. Unfortunately, he gives up that run. But so here's Chavez. He's going to start off with Mercer. Against a righty, 4-6, and that is automatic trouble. Gee. Pittsburgh Pirates need to go to the... And there is an 1-8 triple. They really need to go down to the reservation and play some slots or craps or something. I don't know. Boy, good gracious. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised they haven't hit the 6-9 already. Like one roll, they should have hit 6-9 the way it's been going for them. But all right, so Garrett Cole. Well, it's not Garrett Cole. It's just a placeholder. I'm not really complaining. I'm just... It's slightly annoying. They're going to bring in John Jaso to pinch hit. And lo and behold, the Blue Jays are going to make the move and bring in Franklin Morales. So Chavez, like a champ, gives up a triple and then leaves. Gets the big old 0 on his card, and it's going to be... What? Oh, good. So Franklin Morales against Jaso. And let's see, it's the top of the 8th. They are now going to, they're actually going to bring back Jaso, and they're going to go to... They're going to call on Josh Harrison instead. So Jaso is used up. So they're going to play the infield in. Josh Harrison against Franklin Morales. 1-4. That's a ground ball to second C. And let's take a look at this. Ground ball C with a runner at third, infield in. That is a one that's a batter out, the runners hold, so they're able to use the infield in. That'll be a 4-3, and the runner holds, so that'll bring up Matt Joyce against Franklin Morales. Again, the infield will be in. 1-8. That's a walk. Doesn't hurt much, but it's going to bring up Sean Rodriguez, who has a heck of a card against the lefty. And the Blue Jays are going to go to Drew Storen now. So we got that 1/3 of an inning out of Morales, and I'm not really feeling that comfortable going anymore with him. So it's going to be... Not that Storen is a whole lot better, but take the righty-righty matchup here at this point. Storen is a 6'11" guy. So again, infield in here. Well, do they want to play infield in? I guess they kind of have to. 1-run game, correct? Yeah, it's 5-4. Top of the 8th. Okay. They're going to play the infield in here. They got to cut that run off at home. 2-9. Strikes him out. Strikeout off the lefty as well, so sorry, Franklin, you would have gotten an extra out there. It's Starling Marte now, 2 outs. Runners at first and third. They're playing the infield back now. And that's a 6-9 against a righty, and he strikes him out. And let's see if that performance from Drew Storen can energize the Blue Jays. The crowd is definitely happy about that. Put up a 0. And the Pirates are going to go to Tony Watson, setup man. Zero injury. But they got, and the Blue Jays have the top of the order coming up. So, and like I said, they're kind of chalked with some potential bats they can bring in case they need some extra help. So against the lefty, it'll be Ezekiel Carrera, and I think they may use one of them right now. Be Devin Travis. He'll lead off. So Travis against Watson here. Didn't need to roll the D20 by the way. 5-7 against a righty. Strikes him out, so that didn't help anything. Would have been a fly out with lefty too. So with 1 out, Josh Donaldson, 5-4, Pirates in the lead. A solo bomb from Donaldson would be a heck of a result here, but we'll see what happens. Against a righty, 4-5, lines out to Mercer, and that'll be 2 outs. Kevin Pillar, 1-6, and there is going to be a 2-out knock, at least a single. It's going to be a double. So the tying run in scoring position, and that brings up Encarnacion. And let's see here. Are you going to stick with Watson here, or are you going to go to Melanson? Things that make you go, No, they're gonna stick with Watson. Could be a mistake. I guess we'll find out. Encarnacion against Watson. Runner at second. 2 outs. 4-5 against a right-hander, and that's a line out to short. And that is going to end the threat. Going to the 9th. Still 5-4 Pittsburgh on top. And let me see. Storen got 2 outs. Did he pitch recently? I can't remember. No, he's going to go for an extra inning here. So top of the 9th. Could go with Asuna, but since Storen's already out there, might as well go with him now. Andrew McCutchen will lead off. 1-12, and he lines out to short. Barney makes the play. Oh, yes. Devin Travis comes in to play second base here in the top of the 9th. And Ryan Goins is going to go out and play left. See, there was a method to my madness. He's not a great left fielder, but what are the chances a left field chance will come up? Well, never. You don't want to. That's a question you don't really want to ask. So here is Freeze. 1-9 strikes him out. So Jason Rogers, I'd love to get an. They have a guy that. Well, what they could do is they could do that. Let's see. 40, 30, 40. Just Freeze. All right. So Gong is going to come in and pinch hit for Rogers. And he will most likely, he'll play at third, so we'll have to make a little switch here. So Gong against Storing. And a 1-7. 1-5 would be a single. And it's, dang it, it's leaning. That would be a 3. Let's do it on the table here. It's an 18. Sorry, Pittsburgh fans. You're probably going to say, man, that was a... Dang it, you took a hit away from him. Well, blame it on this stupid box. The box has been fun. It's a good tool, but it also can really get you kicked off when it seems to. So Freeze will move over to first base. This is a 4E34. Freeze is a 3E13. And they're going to go to Mark Melanson. He ends up in Washington. He has 0 injury. And he's going to face Barney, Bautista, and Tolley. Okay, so here we go. And again, they have Smoke and Russell Martin on the bench, although Martin... Well, having Martin on the bench means that they can use Smoke to pinch hit for Tolley. So against the righty Melanson, here is Darwin Barney. Tell you what, a pitcher's card with Melanson is going to be trouble. 6-8 is a fly ball to center. And that play is made by McCutcheon, 1 out. Jose Bautista. 5-4 game, bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Toronto needs 1 run to keep this game going. And here's Bautista's 3-12. Ground ball to third base. Boy, he came close to getting the 3-11, which would be a ballpark chance, a 50% shot. But that's a ground ball, and Gong gets that one. And with 2 outs, they are going to bring in Justin Smoke. Normal power guy against righties, just in case you get... Oh, he has... Melanson does not give up a home run off his card, so you can just forget about that. But last breath of a chance here. Blue Jays in critical shape here of going down all 3 games to the visiting Pirates. at home. And here's Smoke. 2 outs, need a run, and the pitch. And it's a 5-7 against a lefty. And he strikes him out, and the game is over. The Pirates are victorious. These guys just keep playing well, getting some good breaks. Their opponents get some not so good breaks, and that's baseball. I think it probably, I think that in the long season they'll probably even out, but when it comes right down to it, in a short season, and that's why the playoffs are so exciting, just getting in, you can get a run where, these guys are on a 9-3 run to start this season. And, they haven't beat slouches. I think they had the Yankees. Let me look here. I have their schedule somewhere here. All right, Earl, what'd you do with the master schedule? Oh, here it is. Just to refresh our memories here, Pittsburgh has faced, well, they got an easy one with the Padres. The Yankees might have taken 2 of 3. Then they got Oakland. I'm going to go back through real quick and do a little retrospective because they swept this series. Let's see what else have they've done. Because I don't quite remember their whole... Hi, Mr. Spicer. I just finished up a game. I'm sorry about that. Let's see. Pirates beat San Diego. I think they swept the Padres. Yep. Let's see. There should be one more game here. They swept the Padres, and the Padres have not been slouches. They've taken it to the Mets. So then the Yankees. The Yankees got 1. That made it 1-1. And then the Yankees, so the Yankees took 2 of 3 from the Pirates. And so after that Yankees series, they ended up 4-2. And then they lost the first one to the Athletics, and I think that they have strung 5 in a row now. So, correct? Yes. Well, they've only lost 3, so that was the 3. So they lost 3 in a row there to the Yankees, 2 to the Yankees, and 1 to the Athletics. And then after that, they have, aside from that, they have been winners the rest of their games. So, E-file. What do you mean by an E-file? You mean like something for the Strat PC game? If you mean for the PC game, it's going to show up in your account at Stratomatic.com with a code to unlock the PC game. I don't, as far as I know, maybe they do, but as far as I know, they don't sell like PDFs. Unless I'm wrong. I don't recall them selling that kind of stuff, but if I'm wrong, someone can correct me on that. But if you're talking like a code for opening up a season on Strat PC, you would find that under your account at Stratomatic.com. And so the winner of this game ends up being, so that's what, the 7th inning, so the Yeah, you've got to download it off their site, and then there's probably some kind of an authorization code. So Cole Caminero pitched the end of the top of the 6th. Well, no, he pitched right to here, and this would have been the end of the 6th. So then this is the 7th. They go ahead. Caminero gets the victory. Caminero, I don't know if it's Caminero. Hold for Watson, save for Melanson, and the loss will go to Arnold Leone. Unfortunately, I feel somewhat bad having that happen, but that's kind of the way it goes, and they had a lot of opportunities to put some extra runs on the board, and they did not do it. And 2 for Storin. So I'm going to wrap this. Wow, that's fun. But anyway, good game here. Some potential heroics at the end go by the wayside. Yeah, you'll have to download it from their website, and there'll be some kind of a code that is attached to your account. So go into Stratomatic.com and go to your account, and you have to enter your credentials to get into your account. And on that page, it should have everything you've ordered that's related to the Strat PC game, including some, if you've ordered rosters, it'll be there. So, yeah, anyway, let me just check one more time and see if there are any questions, and then I'll sign off. So, no, looks like everything's in pretty good shape here. Thanks everybody for watching. If you could like the video, if you've gotten a lot out of watching this, if you have enjoyed it, if you don't hate me, like it. No, I don't know. I don't know what's involved in all of the ratings for these videos, but I mean, I'm going to throw opinions out there. They're not going to please everybody, and I never intended to. But thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Strat on. I don't think I'm going to do any more videos today. Going to pack it in and call it a night. So thanks a lot. Have a good day, and Strat on.